Guys, I wanted to start off today by talking to you a little bit about the mineral unit that you're learning in this week's module. I know a lot of you thought that this is kind of what you were getting into when you signed up for a geology class, that you were going to be looking at a lot of rocks, and that's part of this week. Before you get to the rocks though, what I would like you to start off with understanding is that the minerals make up the rocks, okay? And take a look at everything in your room around you. If it wasn't grown, it had to be mined. Okay, so things like wood and paper, yes, they came out of a field. Anything else though, a geologist had to actually point and say, dig there. Metal, plastic. Plastic is an oil derivative. All these things have to be mined. And there's a lot more uses for minerals than most people think. And that's kind of what I wanted to do today, is just spend a couple minutes and give you an idea of some of the diversity of minerals. For example, I mentioned metals. Now, most metal that's coming out of the ground these days is not a pure metal, okay? It's not just a hunk of iron or hunk of copper or gold. All that pure stuff was mined out a couple thousand years ago when they started the Bronze and the Iron Ages. Those metals are gone. What we have now, though, are a bunch of minerals that can look like this, brightly colored. And these are ore minerals, meaning that part of their chemical composition is a metal. And so usually what's being mined is stuff like this, and then they go through a whole refining process. To give you an example, these couple minerals, we've got limonite, and this is one of the forms of hematite. These are both iron minerals. The yellow, orange, red colors, they tend to tell you that there's iron in a mineral. We can have a mineral like this, and if you look at it, you'll notice that it kind of looks like fool's gold, but it's a little bit brassier of a color. And that's actually because it's chalcopyrite, not just pyrite. And it has both copper and iron in it. So this is an ore mineral for a couple different metals. And you could even have a mineral like this, okay? This one, notice the green and the blues. There's a couple different copper ore minerals mixed into here. Okay, malachite is going to be one of the big ones. And the blue and green, again, is kind of diagnostic of copper. And there's a bunch of different metal ore minerals. But maybe this will give you an idea for some of the diversity that we're looking at, because this is the form the stuff's coming out in, and then it had to be refined. We use minerals for other things though. For example, we can have a mineral that looks like this. Clear cube. And you might even recognize this as the big form of what we call salt minerals halite. Okay? This used to be really economically valuable. They used to actually pay people in salt. That's where the name salary comes from. A mineral like this. It's really soft. I could even scratch it with a fingernail. Okay? This is gypsum. They actually make plaster out of this. Okay? And last one, just to give you an idea, is this one. And this looks metallic. Okay? It's got a metallic luster. If you're reading your chapter, you should get a little bit on the different mineral properties. This is actually graphite though. And if you were going to feel this, it feels really greasy, and that's because it's soft, very soft, and it's a sheet silicate. You're learning a little bit about mineral formulas and internal structure, but this is what's in our pencil. They don't use lead anymore. And so as you drag this across paper, what it actually does, okay, see I'm drawing on there, you're actually scraping off a thin little layer of the mineral, and that's what you use for pencil lead. So that's just kind of a quick overview. Tons of different minerals, and if you want to think of it this way, if you're looking at career prospects, geologists are always employable because we need to tell people where to go and find the stuff. So hopefully that helps a little bit with some of the minerals, and you've got your Mastering Geology to help you with that, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.